Welcome into this Overreaction Monday edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Schultz here with you. Thanks for joining us as we are with you for the second time today after we had the trade for Josh Uche. If you missed that video, go watch that when you're done with this one. But now we will give our final thoughts on the Chiefs' win over the Las Vegas Raiders as we've scoured the internet to see what the Kingdom had to say after yesterday's performance. I will tell you what I have to think about what you guys said coming up in just a little while from right now. Before we go any further in today's show, it is a Victory Monday. You know what that means. Spam W in the comments section. I want to see at least 300 W's to celebrate that Chiefs win. Staying undefeated, 7-0, only unbeaten team in the NFL. Doesn't it feel nice? Get those W's in the comments section. We'll get started with today's show. Let's begin with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce with an outstanding performance on Sunday as he led the Chiefs in receiving with 10 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown score. And the thing that everybody was talking about when it came to Travis Kelce after yesterday's win was that he is still the best tight end in the NFL. I'm going to use a UFC term. And still, that hasn't been taken away from him. He's still Mahomes' go-to target. It is not an overreaction to say that Travis Kelce is still the best in the NFL. Is he the same player that he was a couple years ago? Probably not, if we're going to be honest with you. Sure, he has slowed down a little bit. But when push comes to shove, time and time again, Travis Kelce comes through. And you think about what this Chiefs team is dealing with right now, all right? Let's be frank here. We know how the receiver situation has played out with the injuries to Rashee Rice and Hollywood Brown. You don't have Isiah Pacheco right now. You bring in DeAndre Hopkins. Obviously, you had the injury to Juju and all of that, right? And you look at Travis Kelce, and this is a guy that is so good that he faces so many double teams and opposing defenses try to coordinate their entire game plan on slowing down Travis Kelce. And yet, even with all that in mind, he still comes through with a big game yesterday against the Las Vegas Raiders. And here's the other thing with Kelce. I know last year was a down year for Kelce, got off to a slow start to 2024 and all that. But what did he do last year in the postseason? He came alive in crunch time. And when we've seen these injuries with the receiver position, Kelce has stepped up the last couple of weeks. When Kelce needs to have a big moment, when the Chiefs need him to come through, he continues to make it happen time and time again. Do not write off Travis Kelce. He is still the best in football. He is the man, and this Chiefs offense would not be the same without Travis Kelce. That has not changed. I can guarantee you that much. Let me ask you, is Travis Kelce still the best tight end in the National Football League? It's our pinned comment today. Weigh in. Let us know what you think. Type Y for yes, in for no. Chime in and sound off if you think Travis Kelce is still that guy. It is Victory Monday, as we mentioned, and I want to make sure that you sub for dubs. The best way to celebrate that Chiefs win is by subscribing to the Chiefs Report. We are bringing you nonstop Chiefs coverage you won't find anywhere else. We're live every Tuesday afternoon. We're bringing you our daily news and rumors, our watch parties on game days, breaking news, just like today, trade, get our resources together. We bring you a video as quick as we can. We also are doing weekly mailbags, game previews. It's all in one place right here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. If you are a diehard member of the Chiefs Kingdom, if you love the Kansas City Chiefs, this is the channel for you. Subscribe now for free today for daily Chiefs coverage right here on the Chiefs Report. We're closing in on 60,000 subscribers, about 200 away from that next mark. Need your help to get there. Subscribe now for free. All right, let's transition now. Talk about DeAndre Hopkins. His debut, a bit underwhelming. Not an overreaction, but I think that it is very dismissive to count out DeAndre Hopkins just after one game. And let me explain why. You look at the stats from DeAndre Hopkins on Sunday. He accounted for 2 catches for 29 yards, 14.5 yards a reception, in the win on Sunday and didn't really do a whole lot, if we're going to be honest with you. But what did Andy Reid tell us just a couple of weeks ago when there was all the rumblings about, hey, are they going to bring in another wide receiver? Are they going to make a trade to get some help with that wide receiver room? And what did Andy Reid say? He said, if we do, it is going to take them a minute to catch up to speed and get adapted to what we want to do with this Chiefs offense. And what do you know? That's exactly what happened. And you look across the National Football League, historically speaking, when you have these midseason trades, they take time for these guys to jump in and adapt. I don't think he probably knew the entire playbook this week. Now you play a Monday night game, you give him more time. Then DeAndre Hopkins should be able to thrive and play a significant role in this offense. And realistically, the Chiefs keep on winning games, right? They're 7-0. They're playing some great football right now. What they need from DeAndre Hopkins is to show up later in the season when they really need him, when we're talking about chasing the Super Bowl and all that. He's still got 10 games to figure this out. I'm not worried about DeAndre Hopkins. Was it underwhelming? Yeah, sure it was. But I think he's going to get going, and he's going to play a big role in this Chiefs offense. I'm not worried about DeAndre Hopkins there. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time is the best place to go for the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Whether you're looking for tickets to sporting events, concerts, theater productions, comedy shows, and more, Game Time has got you covered. Looking for tickets to Chiefs games? Well, they got those too. You choose the event you want to go to. They got the prices listed. You choose your seat with their seat views. Get the visual, that 3D effect, and see if you like that seat or not. And then you're checking out on Game Time with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, all major credit card providers. And one of the things I love about Game Time, folks, is that if you decide on a whim, you know what, tonight's the night I want to go see the Chiefs. Well, you're in luck. With Game Time, the prices go down the closer it gets to kickoff, so you can save money on Game Time for those last-minute tickets. It's a great thing that they do. And they got an offer that they are making just for our viewers here on the Chiefs Report. You can save $20 off your first purchase when you use the promo code ChatSports at checkout. That's promo code ChatSports at checkout to save with Game Time today. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. Check out Game Time. Take advantage of the seat views. Look for their super deals. If you see a super deal, that's going to be one you don't want to pass up on. Game Time. Check them out. Tell them Tyler Jones sent you. You'll be glad you did. All right, let's shift gears now and talk about Mahomes. And I was listening to Alex Smith, our old friend, on Sunday NFL Countdown on ESPN on Sunday morning. And Alex Smith said that Patrick Mahomes is playing his best football right now. And I paused for a moment, like, wait a second. Mahomes yesterday went 27 of 38, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. Solid day for Patrick Mahomes. Not going to complain one bit about what Patrick Mahomes did yesterday. His total numbers for the season: he has thrown for 1,651 yards, 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. His QBR is a 67.1. So, I'll say this. It is refreshing to hear that from Alex Smith. After all, the haters and the losers and the naysayers have been dogging Patrick Mahomes, saying that he's holding this team back and that he's not the same quarterback he used to be and all that. And I have continued to defend Patrick Mahomes and say that, hey, Patrick doesn't have a whole lot to work with. He's just trying to make the most with what he's got. And I think that there's kind of a middle line here. I disagree with Alex Smith, respectfully. I don't think Mahomes is playing his best football right now. The numbers show that. But I don't think the flip side of things either, of all these people that are saying that Mahomes is bad, that he's not very good anymore and all that. I mean, watch the film too. Mahomes is making plays. He's getting the most out of his teammates. He's coming through in big moments. They are winning because of him, not in spite of him. Don't get it twisted. But on the same side too, Patrick's got work to do. He's got to cut back on the turnovers. He continues on this long streak of, 11 games now, where he's had a turnover. That's the longest streak of his career of regular season games. So 2 things can be true at once. I don't agree with Alex Smith. Mahomes is not playing his best football right now, but he's not playing bad football like all these people would make it out to be either. So I'm still super confident in Patrick Mahomes. I think his best football is still in front of him this year. I don't think he's playing his best right now, but I'm not worried about Patrick either. Now, let me ask you, what is your confidence level in the Chiefs quarterback? Scale it for me 1 through 10. I'm still in awe of this guy. He's still as good as it gets. I'm going with a 10. Give me your comment. Give me your confidence level in the comments section and let us know. Next up on Overreaction Monday, let's talk about the AFC West. Chiefs 7-0, the only undefeated team in football, as we mentioned. And I feel like the AFC West at this point is already wrapped up. It's Jover for everybody else. The AFC West, it is sayonara for everybody else involved. The Chiefs are AFC West champions as far as I'm concerned. They're at 7-0. The Broncos at 4-3. The Chargers at 4-3. And the Raiders at 2-6 at this point. I don't think the Broncos are a serious threat at all. The Chargers, I don't think are that great of a football team, and the Raiders are awful. We know this. And let's just play the absolute worst case scenario here. What if something happened to Patrick Mahomes? What if something happened and Carson Wentz had to step in? Well, even if that were to happen, I'm feeling pretty good about what Carson Wentz would do in this offense too. I think they still win the division, even if, God forbid, something happens to Patrick Mahomes. This is over. This is the Chiefs division at this point. The goals, the mindset of this team now at 7-0 with the way they've played, it's not about winning the division title anymore. It's about, all right, what do we need to do to get that 1 seed, to get that first round bye, to host the AFC Championship game on our path to the Super Bowl. That's the goal for this team now. The AFC West, that's taken care of at this point. I don't think there's any way anybody is overcoming the Chiefs with a 7-0 start with the Broncos at 5-3 and the Chargers at 4-3. That ain't happening. AFC West, this is the Chiefs division. They got it taken care of. Do you believe the Chiefs have wrapped up the AFC West at this point? What do you guys think? Have they already won it? Type B for believe, D for don't. Chime in. Let me know if you think the AFC West is already wrapped up. Last on Overreaction Monday, let's talk about Kareem Hunt now. And I got to tell you, I've given Kareem Hunt a lot of credit. I have loved what I've seen from Kareem Hunt. He was a fantastic addition at a cheap cost, and they needed him to come through for this Chiefs team for this run game with how shorthanded they were. And he's been better than Steele, and he's been better than Samaje Perine. He has been a welcome addition. But I think yesterday showed us that he's not quite Isiah Pacheco, and that this team needs Pacheco back. I don't know when Pacheco's coming back. Hopefully sooner than later, as he's already sat out enough weeks on the IR that he's cleared on that front. Now he just needs to get medically cleared where he can come back. But Kareem Hunt yesterday, 21 carries, 59 yards, 2.8 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. Granted, the offensive line didn't do him a ton of favors. Wanya Morris was just awful in yesterday's game. Even with that said, though, respect where respect's due. I like Kareem Hunt, but Isiah Pacheco is going to take this run game to another level. And what I'm really excited about is when you mix in Pacheco with Kareem Hunt. You get Kareem Hunt as the number 2 running back. You use him in those short yardage situations and get the most out of him and Pacheco together. Now you're really talking here. Pacheco is a top 5 running back in the National Football League at this point. Kareem Hunt simply is not. And I like Kareem Hunt. This is not a knock on Kareem Hunt. But he's not Isiah Pacheco. And the Chiefs need Pacheco back. He needs to be that guy for Kansas City. If you had to pick one to start, which guy do you feel more confident in? Is it Pacheco or is it Kareem Hunt? Type IP for Isiah Pacheco. Type KH for Kareem Hunt. Weigh in the comment section. Let us know which one you rather roll with. Thanks for joining us here on this Overreaction Monday edition of the Chiefs Report. We will continue to bring you nonstop Chiefs coverage you won't find anywhere else. And we'll have a live show coming up for you tomorrow. This was our second video of the day. If you like what you've seen, you got to hit that subscribe button. Help us reach 60,000 subscribers. We're almost there, folks, but we need your help to get there. I'm Tyler Jones. Appreciate you stopping by and joining us here on the Chiefs Report today. And we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us.